It has been absolutely extraordinary. It's a day some had thought may betray a drop in the level of commitment to this pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong. Those doubters could not have been more wrong. Victoria Park, the venue. It only holds 150,000 people or so. It was filled to bursting before the rally was due to even start. Tens, then hundreds of thousands descended on this high-end part of Hong Kong Island, determined to be there to show their solidarity. They queued to get into the entrances as the heavens opened. As the rain lashed down, the umbrellas, very much the emblem of protest here, were opened. With the park at absolute capacity, the late arrivals filled the streets as far as the eye could see. From overwatch positions, we filmed these remarkable images. People around us gasped at the size of the crowd, the sheer numbers. Marching and chanting, no pushing or shoving and no violence. A rally in peace, defying police bans and government condemnation. The Beijing and Hong Kong administrations knew they had a problem after a week marred by violence. They really know they have a problem now. This is absolute defiance and an absolute demand to be heard.
You think about the numbers of people today, it's pretty amazing, huh?
Oh yes, actually most of the Hong Kongers, we don't really please what the police doing, what the government did, and what's the response of Carrie Lam.
It's like our way to tell the government we are, as always, a peaceful protesters.
Do you think the government is eventually going to listen?
I don't think we have much impact, like as a citizen in Hong Kong. To be fair, I rather believe international pressure rather than us walking out. But still, I think it's a way for us to express ourselves.
The people had no intention of staying put. So began an enormous, sometimes chaotic, but always good-natured march in the pouring rain. Roads in every direction choked with demonstrators. Some of the city's largest streets were filled to bursting. It was almost impossible to go against this tide of humanity. Underground stations were simply overrun.
Well, the police had attempted to ban this demonstration from turning into a march, but they've completely failed. The numbers are absolutely vast. There's no room in the park, so they have to come to the streets, and they're marching after all these weeks once again to reaffirm their position that they want changes here, and they want the government of Hong Kong and Beijing to listen.
Incredibly, the shops in Causeway Bay remained open as the march continued. We were pushed through the doors of a super upmarket shopping mall. Nobody could stem this crowd, but they tried to observe the rules at least. Then onwards, past the island's huge skyscrapers. The crowd determined to be listened to. After hours on the move, their numbers still filled the streets. A remarkable event that won't be forgotten in Hong Kong, and nor in Beijing either. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Hong Kong.